So what if I told you that our entire reality, everything from the tiniest atom to the biggest galaxy, is actually running on a secret self-correcting code? Well, today, that's exactly what we're diving into, a potential formula for reality itself.
I know, that's a bold claim, right? But the idea here is that when you start to understand this universal code, it's like you've been handed a key to becoming a conscious, deliberate creator of your own life. So if you're ready to explore that, well, you're in the right place.
So what exactly is this code? It's described as an error-correcting code. Think of it like the thermostat in your house. If it gets too hot, the AC kicks on. Too cold, the heat fires up. It's always adjusting. The universe is doing the exact same thing, just on an unimaginable scale, constantly making little tweaks to maintain perfect balance.
Okay, so how does this error-correcting code actually work? To get our heads around that, we have to entertain a pretty mind-bending idea. What if our universe isn't just a random bunch of stuff, but is actually more like a super advanced computer simulation?
This is basically the operating system. Some physicists are already exploring theories that reality, at its most fundamental level, is just information, literally ones and zeros. But here's the wildest part. We are too. Your DNA? It isn't just some biological goo. It's pure information. It's data. You are, right now, a walking, talking piece of this cosmic code.
All right, so if the universe is a system, then what's its purpose? What's the main function? According to the source material we're looking at, the answer is actually really simple.
That's it. That's the engine driving everything. The whole point of this unbelievably complex system is for it to experience itself. And it does that through you, through me, through all of us. I mean, think about it. Every single thing you want, a new job, a relationship, it all boils down to the feeling, to the experience you think you're going to get from it.
And those experiences, they're only possible because of duality. You can't truly understand what love is without having some concept of hate. You can't really appreciate good if you've never encountered bad. These opposites aren't fighting each other. They're two sides of the same coin. They're totally essential for creating that balance the universe is always looking for.
And this is a really, really crucial point. Harmony isn't always about feeling happy and positive. It's just balance. You can have a negative harmony, like being perfectly in sync with feelings of doubt and fear, or you can have a positive one. The universe doesn't judge, it just balances the equation. So the real question for you isn't, how can I always be positive, but which harmony am I choosing to sync up with?
Okay, this next idea. This might seriously challenge something we all just take for granted every single day, time. Because according to this way of looking at things, it's not at all what we think it is. To make this a little easier to grasp, let's use a simple analogy. Just picture yourself driving a car down a long, open highway.
Everything you've already driven by is behind you, right? You can see it in your rearview mirror. We call this the past. And the road stretching out in front of you, the part you haven't gotten to yet, that's what you see through the windshield. We call that the future. But here's the question that changes everything. Whether you're glancing in the rearview mirror at the past or you're looking through the windshield at the future, when are you actually doing the seeing?
Both of them are only accessible to you in this one single powerful moment. The past is just a memory that you are accessing now. The future is just an anticipation you're experiencing now. Everything, absolutely everything, collapses into the present moment. That is the only point of power you ever truly have.
So if everything really happens in the now, how do we influence it? Well, this is where your most powerful and maybe most underrated tool comes into play, your imagination.
This is the secret sauce. This is why you can feel your heart race during a scary movie, or your mouth literally water just by thinking about your favorite food. Your brain, your nervous system, they don't know the difference between a real event and one you vividly imagined. Just think, when was the last time you had a real, physical reaction to something that was only happening in your head?
So, let's put all these pieces together, shall we? We've got the universe's self-balancing code, we've got the importance of harmony, the incredible power of the present moment, and the creative engine of our imagination. This brings us to a clear, actionable formula. Let's make this super practical. Let's say you want to create a life with more abundance. First, you choose the harmony of abundance. Then, you define the experience. What does abundance actually feel like to you? Is it security, freedom, joy? Get specific. Third, you intensify your focus on that feeling. And finally, you use your mind's eye to see it, to feel it, to live it as if it's already real right now. That's the formula in action.
Now, if you're still a little skeptical about all this, I want you to just think about this for a second. Science tells us that with our five senses, we can only perceive about 0.001% of the known electromagnetic spectrum. 0.001. We are, for all practical purposes, blind to almost the entirety of reality that is all around us right now. What we see isn't the whole picture. It's not even close.
And that brings us right to our final thought. If what we call reality is just the tiniest sliver of what's actually out there, that means there's a vast, unseen world of potential just waiting. So the real question is, now that you know a little more about the code, what will you choose to create with the other 99.999%?